Number 5, make nice noise. Woo, make nice noise. I'm keeping that quote. That's my quote. But make nice noise. And what I mean, it could be in any situation. You could get a lot of people to listen to you based on tone. I have folks, and I've done it to myself as a parent. I've got yelled at. I have parents yelled at me because they want to know why the student was so-and-so, whatever situation. I had customers when I used to work as a cashier years ago yell at me just in everything. But if it's based on tone, I realized when I changed my tone, thank God for my mom. She began to teach me the whole thing by making nice noise, but I executed it through my uncle/brother, which is, he's right here in my heart. May he rest in peace. I'll get into that in another video, but he told me how to execute making nice noise. He was an officer, and he, being the toughest situations, it's all about how you talk to a person. Trust me, make nice noise. Making nice noise refers not making a fool out of yourself or embarrassing yourself of others. To come prepared when attending a meeting, a training, a workshop, or any kind of gathering from a family function or so forth. But without the yelling, without being angry at something or someone, make nice noise. Believe me, it's gonna work. And if not, just pause, take a breather, count backwards from 10 to 1. It's gonna help, because you gotta know your facts before jumping conclusions, You gotta know your facts, and that's what it means by making nice noise. You have to create your own defining moments. You got to go in there in the meeting or your gatherings and know yourself. Like for instance, if I'm going to my son's school to a meeting because of a situation that occurred, my job is to find out exactly what happened. Hear it from my son's view, get the information in school, write down who I spoke to over the phone, and then talk about it. And let's find out how we can make a solution and make this not happen again, if that's one of the examples. I discovered by making nice noise made a whole lot of difference by changing your tone, facial expressions, your gestures, and most importantly, body language, guys. But with special accommodations and modifications and love, we can make noise and be champions for our students, for our families, and for ourselves. And I've seen online, because again, I love to borrow and like to steal because I'm not a thief. I quote, see the label, able and not the label. See the able, not the label. Create your defining moments. Guess why? Because it's so true. If you find someone that comes in a meeting or some room so hostile, you're going to shut down. So I don't want to hear it. But if someone comes across making nice noise, you're going to listen, right? So think about it. So that's lesson 5. Lesson 6, kick out the negative. Eliminate the negative thinking, guys. And I talk about this again in my first video on resilience. Kick it out. Think about things that you accomplished and think about things that makes you smile. Think about if you have children that first laugh, the first teeth when they went potty, or think about your first boyfriend or girlfriend and all the funny things you did, or April Fool's joke, or just things that make you just giggle, in order to help you kick out the negative. And some things that I wrote there, because I wrote a lot on the kick out the negative, so bear with me. There's so much. Keep in mind, the mind is a creature of habits. Think about it. Learn and practice to eliminate the negatives out of your life. Spit out the negative and soak up the good. I don't want to suck it up. It says soak up the good. And the negative, just spit it out. Just kick it out of your life. Kick rocks, like I mentioned in my first video. Kick rocks. Would you like to kick rocks or kick bubbles? I would like to kick bubbles. Think about that. Those are positive, and the rocks are the negative, right? So I used to tell my students all the time, if you listen to negativity, you will drown. You can interpret it the way you want to interpret it, but for me, it pretty much sums up that you fall and waste your time Okay? Take back your time, right? But bubbles are positive because it's so light and friendly and fluffy and so fun and light and positive, and it makes you smile when you say bubbles. Rocks, oof, that's tough. To me, that's negative. The rocks are getting hurt, right? Now, we're talking about arts and the rocks. That's different, but you know, you get my drift. But that's for number 6. We got to kick out the negative, guys. Just spit it out. Lesson 7. Ask questions. And I love this proverb, this Chinese proverb. He who asks questions remains a fool for 5 minutes. He who does not remains a fool forever. I'm going to repeat that again. And I'm going to see this recording. Yeah, this recording. Okay. An ancient Chinese proverb says, I'm going to repeat it because this is very interesting. He who asks questions remains a fool for 5 minutes. He who does not remains a fool forever. Guys, you have to ask questions. That's how we learn. Oh, but I'm so embarrassed. I feel like... Let me tell you, so when I was in class, I learned a secret from another friend. I was like, how do you get to know all this stuff? I have a secret. 1, I always write my notes down over and over and over and over and over so it could stick in my long-term memory. But I have another secret. But I always ask questions and write notes. I always ask questions. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much, you know, because I wanted to ask a question, but I was so shy. So that's the secret. So ever since I got that advice, probably was like a senior in high school, I applied that to college, in graduate school, and now in doctoral school, getting my doctorate degree. I learned to ask a lot of questions and not worry about it and make nice noise and ask all those questions and be uncomfortable at times and kick out the negative and not feel like, oh my God, it's negative, I'm not gonna ask questions, and make that nice noise and not worry about anyone dimming your lights. I mean, I could just go on to the other lessons. It's so true. So ask questions. Another one, I love the quote in terms of asking questions for lesson 7. It says, as a great philosopher Socrates once said, the only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. Think about it. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. So true. It's important to make nice noise and ask questions. You'll thank yourself later. Think about it. Number 8. Take notes and shift your thinking. Ooh, I talk about this in my first video, and I could tell you take notes would be so helpful. Yeah, you could take notes on your phone, but if you can, write it down. So helpful. Do it old school, right? Take notes and shift your thinking. And according to lifehack.org/articles productivity 7 reasons why, it says taking notes makes you more productive. It does. It helps me. It might help you. And if you're finding another technique, please share it. Please post something. Tell me what other ways that's helped you. So I agree with this lifelong skill because it releases stress. It gets you more motivated. It gets you more organized. So I'm going to repeat the quote again. Take notes. Taking notes makes you more productive. It's true. It makes you more productive. It helps you recall detailed information, and it helps you organize your thoughts, concepts, feelings, and etc. Some feel comfortable typing their notes, like I mentioned before, but actually, if writing your notes helps it even better. Also, take pictures or record like I am, audio. You can hear yourself audio. But also, just a good old-fashioned pencil or pen would do the job. So, lesson 8, take notes and shift your thinking. You ready for 9? Okay. Lesson 9. Focus on the now, not tomorrow. I know that's a long topic, right? Focus now and not tomorrow. I'm going to read this one because I don't want to mess this one up, okay? I wrote this down and I try to shorten it as much as I can. Focus. Focusing on where you are now and not yesterday. You know why? Like I mentioned in my first video, you can't erase it. You can't go back and fix it. It's done. Learn from it and keep it going, right? Yes, you learned our lessons to be sure not to stay there and doubt yourself. So go there, learn the lesson. Don't stay there. Come back and focus on the now, right? Despite the past lessons were successes, create the new ones, guys. You got a lot of lessons. Create new lessons. Create the new successes. Focus, focus, and focus. If this means that you leave your phone alone, and leave it on your desk, then do it. Press on. Get it done. Don't feel like, oh my God, I'm not part of the world of social media. If I pause his YouTube if you need to. Come back to it. I'm still going to be here. Pause it. Leave your phone. Give yourself a phone break. Watch the television without interruptions. Right? Or tell your loved ones, your spouse and your children, listen, if you really, really need me in the next hour, you call me. I'm going to watch television for an hour without interruptions. Or I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to read. I'm going to pray and meditate for 1 hour without interruptions, without social media. Actually shut the phone off in order to focus on whatever you're going to focus on, whatever you want to focus. This will make you more effective on a daily basis and lead you to a better outcome for your life. That one I wanted to write because I think that was so important. So focus, focus, and focus. Last but not least, and guys, you can make your own top 10 to success. These are my top 10 lessons for success. Number 10, and this is something I mentioned in my video. My 2 favorite words for me: resilience, resilient, or unstoppable. Unstoppable and resilient. Oprah Winfrey has said, every night, quote, every night decision I've ever made has come from, okay, gotta do number 10 again. Number 10. Be resilient and unstoppable, which is my 2 favorite words of all time. That kind of describes who I am. Resilient and unstoppable, or unstoppable and resilient. Oprah Winfrey has said, quote, every right decision I've ever made has come from my gut. Every wrong decision I made was the result of me not listening to the greater voice of myself. Don't quit and focus, guys. If something goes wrong, again, like I mentioned, you adjust, you modify, and keep it going. Proceed, be unstoppable, be resilient. Resilience changes over time, but it does take practice. And you need to make nice noise and seek help if needed. Because if you cannot do it by yourself, ask for help, seek help. And I found ways. And resilience doesn't have to be empty or vague concept. I hope you receive these tips as helpful about resilience, because we need to make nice noise, because we're all resilient in our own way. We're all storytellers. We all have a story. So I hope you got something out of the top 10 lessons for success. Yeah, I'm gonna head out to training. I think it's time to go. All right, so again, until then, enjoy and embrace your 3 months. Take care. Bye.